And so what I found is that actually Islam just felt so natural. It was just like, I really felt like it was the most natural form of existence for me. That actually, I mean, everything in life has changed, I would say. I'm a lot more content, I'm a lot happier person. Obviously, my day, you know, just, this is the great thing about Islam, is it's such a practical way of life. So now my timings of my day and everything all revolve around salat, you know, for example, that, you know, getting up every morning now is taken for granted for Salat al-Fajr, which is something which beforehand was just something which would never have occurred to me, you know. The places I go to are completely different now. So whereas I used to, for socializing and things I'd enjoy doing, I'd love to go to a bar or to a nightclub or something like this. Now, you know, I'd never go to those places. So, you know, if people from work are going there, it's just known, it's a known thing that I would never go. And so my entire social sphere is now revolves around the home. It revolves around my house, it revolves around friends' houses. So the whole social kind of thing, and restaurants and things like that. So my whole social life has changed. You know, my timings around salat, my spirituality, I would say I really had very little spirituality before, but now you have the salat to keep you there, and it's a constant connection with Allah. And so I have this constant thing in my life that's like a spiritual element. So I travelled to Iran just a little while after becoming Muslim. And I went there with a group of youth, so maybe there was a group of about 60, all from around the UK, and we all travelled to Iran. And the reason being is to try to, you know, because we live in the UK, we live in a very, like, not just un-Islamic society, but just a completely unreligious society. So it can be sometimes difficult to feel like a Muslim when you live here. Even if you believe in Islam, it's like, it's not around you all the time, and you live in you feel like kind of a foreigner. So the idea of these trips was to take people, and you can go and you can spend some time in an Islamic country, you can study, you just get the experience of visiting. We go for Lزيارة to Imam الرضا alayhi salam, and there's a big group of people together, so we get to study together and benefit from just the friendships and bonds that we formed there as well. So I went to Iran with this group, and really it was excellent because it's the first time that I'd been to a Muslim country. And it's the first time I'd experienced, you know, a system where everyone around me, you know, was practicing Muslim. So that was really, it felt so different, you know. For once, I didn't feel like an outsider. I didn't feel like the odd one out, you know. That was incredibly good. I found Iranian people very welcoming, you know, especially when we hear so many bad stories, you know, about Iranian people, and you would expect people to, like, if you said you were British, like, to really hate you or to want to, I don't know, do what to you. But every time we met people there, we mentioned we were from the UK, people would always try to help us out, and they would take us to places. I remember so many people gave us lifts in their cars to restaurants, and people were very, very welcoming, very friendly. So I remember that to be a really positive experience as well.